I am on my way to North Cascades National Park, and I stopped here at Early Winter Campground for one night, and now it's starting to rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow afternoon until the evening too, so I'm hoping to get an early start in the morning and get into the park early and maybe get a little bit of hiking done. Hopefully, we'll see. Apparently, I have been in the national park for a while. This is Diablo Lake. Here's another view of the lake. It shows that coloring of the water way better over here. I didn't realize it goes way back in there. Way past there. It's a beautiful lake. I'm starting this short little trail. It's just a part of the Thunder Knob Trail. It's just a little bit different here. I like it. Here's a creek on the trail. I don't know what it's called. Just looking the other way at the creek. Here's the trail up ahead. It's a little bit greener and more of a rainforest than what we've been in. There's a lot of moss in this place. So it's been uphill all the way to get here. This is a nice little viewing area. I'm not sure if there's mountains behind those mountains or if that's it. So the trail continues on from here. I'm not sure what's up ahead. I love all these ferns in through here. Coming up to the viewpoint here. This is Diablo Lake from the viewpoint. This is from the second viewpoint. And here's another view from that viewpoint. So gorgeous. Okay, here's me at Diablo Lake. The climb up here was pretty much straight up and way longer than what I thought it was gonna be, but it was so worth it. Isn't that gorgeous? So here's the view from a bench. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break before I head back down. This is Gorge Lake. Out in the deeper areas, it's that nice, pretty green. Another view of Gorge Lake. This is Gorge Creek. So here's looking down at Gorge Creek from the other side of the bridge. And then as it goes into Gorge Lake. So I'm going to take this little overlook trail. It's not very far, at least that's what the sign says. All the way along here you can see the lake through the trees. It's just very beautiful. Here's the trail. Here's a view of the dam and the lake. This has just been a pleasant short little hike along the roadside here. Very nice. So it Looks like they have a trail of the cedars here too. We'll go see what it's all about. It crosses the Skagit River. So this is just a peaceful little trail here so far. I think the large one over there is a cedar. Not 100% sure, but so this is something else here, but it's got cool bark on it. A couple of these trees have totally given over to moss. This one in the middle is a maple tree. A lot of moss on it. Can't even see the maple leaves till you get way up there. Maybe we should call this Trail of the Ferns. Here's a fallen tree over the trail. I'm not sure if I should go over or under. I decided to go over. I'm sitting on it now. They call this the see-through tree. You can see through it a little bit. Kind of hollowed out a little bit too. You could probably scoot inside there if you're skinny enough. Kind of looks like it was hollowed out by fire damage, but it's still alive. It's a little bit better view of the see-through part. So apparently it was a fungus, and it can live without the heartwood, it says. So I'm coming to the end of the trail here, and it's been another lovely little trail. This is still the Skagit River. I guess this is part of Ladder Falls. Here's the view from on the bridge. It looks like the trail does go up there a little bit more, so we'll see. Here's the view from the other side of the bridge. Here's the view from the trail. A lot more going up here. We'll see what's up there. Ladder Falls. Only part way up though. We'll go see what's up at the top. Look at that blue at the bottom. My goodness. So 58 steps higher, and yes, I counted. And here's the view. Looks like there's a little bit of an alternative route back down. Apparently that led to whatever that is, part of the powerhouse or whatever. So I think I'm gonna have to turn around here. So this is the creek coming out of Ladder Falls. If you look to the other side here, there's that. I'm at my campsite now. It's pouring down rain. The weather forecast said that it was going to, but I could hardly believe it earlier. The weather was so nice. But here it is. It's a beautiful campsite. I'm staying here at this one today, and then another one just right down the road. I mean, same camp place, but a different site, because I, didn't book them soon enough, so I just kind of had to take what I could get. So I'm here today and another one tomorrow night. So I'm just beginning the Blue Lake Trail. So far it looks like a nice trail. It'll be a while probably before I get to anything too terribly scenic, but someone said that the first part of the trail was kind of boring. Doesn't look boring to me, but we'll see. So far this has been a very pleasant trail. Haven't gone very far, but still close to the road, so hearing some road noise still. But just a nice woodsy trail. I like it. So I'm at the 1 mile mark. I decided to take a break. Here's the trail behind me. And only 256 elevation gain. We've got to go over 900, so the next mile is probably going to be a lot steeper. And here's the trail up ahead. This has really been a nice trail so far. A lot of climbing, but yeah, very pleasant. You know, nothing earth-shattering gorgeous, but just very pleasant to be in. And so the whole way. So yeah, I kind of needed a break, so I'm taking a photo right now. About doubled my elevation in half a mile there, the last half mile, so I'm at about 1.5 now. So this is the lovely trail ahead. Lots of rocks and fun stuff, and more rocks. I just came to another clearing. Thought I'd show you this. So there's a very nice little creek all the way up here. Okay, I've reached the lake. Something around 885 feet of elevation gain. Really pretty, but all trails, it says that the trail goes on a little bit this way, and I want to go over there, but I gotta climb over this log now. Got my trusty pole with me, so that wasn't so bad. Okay, I've reached the end of the trail, 2.39 miles and 888 feet of elevation gain. And here's the lake and the mountains surrounding it. They're gorgeous. And I'm gonna take a break. So here's a wide angle view of the lake. So I'm sitting on this rotten log here that's going out into the lake. Makes a good resting place. In a minute, I'm going to walk around to the other side of the lake there and explore, see how far the trail goes. It looks like this creek that we saw earlier comes out of this lake and comes down this side of it. Okay, this is going to be fun, crossing this creek. I think I've learned that the more confident you are, the better it goes. But it could also mean I'm going to land flat on my face too. So much for being confident. Just walking along this side of the lake here. I think this is it for the side of the lake. So now there's a little loop that goes around in the woods here. I'll see what that's all about.
It's fine. I'm going back.
Did you get the impression that was voluntary?
Yeah. Nope. Not a chance.
So this little loop climbs up here pretty good. And here's the lake from up here. So there's the view from this side of the lake over to the other side. I love those mountains over there. So here's the trail up ahead and the mountains. Still going around this loop. Now I'm going to go down. Just climbed up. Well, apparently that last picture was of a side chute that wasn't the real trail, because now I got to climb back up this thing. The story of my life. Ugh. So I never would have guessed that I was supposed to go this way. But apparently this is the way I'm supposed to go. Maybe. Now I'm confused. Yeah, I think this must be the way I'm supposed to go. It's beautiful. May as well go that way. I found a clearing. Back to the log where I was sitting on my way up. It says I'm 3.23 miles, something like that, and I got 2 point something rod, I can't remember, and 967 feet of elevation gain. So yeah, this is a great hike. So here's the beginning of the trail going down. A nice little dark section of the forest here. Kind of cool. Another interesting part of the trail. So I finished that hike, 984 feet of elevation gain and 5.4 miles. I am beginning East Bank Trail. I think it goes along Ruby Creek and then leads to Ross Lake. It's like 6.2 miles out and back. So I'm doing this trail mostly for the exercise because I wanted to go to Cascade Pass, and it was about the same length, but it had like almost 1,800 feet of elevation gain. And I almost did it, but I just thought, oh, that's 800 feet high, more than what I did on the trail yesterday. Don't think I'm quite up to that yet, but if I keep this up, get lots of exercise and keep doing these trails every day that I can, hopefully I'll be able to do that pretty soon. This is Ruby Creek. Seems like a little less populated trail here. That's probably why people have said they've seen deer here. Bear here. So yeah. So East Bank Trail, 2.7 miles. Okay, here we go. An old rusting wheelbarrow. Interesting. I just made another wrong turn, so I'm going back. I'm really bad at this getting around in the woods thing. I swear if this app didn't help me, if it ran out of batteries or something, I might be in trouble. So anyhow, making my way back. So the sign clearly tells me to turn left, and for some reason I thought the sign was telling me to go right. Oh, I gotta get better at this. So I just lost my nerve. There's some droppings on the trail that look pretty suspicious, and there's nobody else on this trail. So I'm turning around, heading back. I'll have to find someplace else to get exercise. So that last hike ended up being 1.3 miles, 233 feet of elevation gain. And so now I've found a more interesting looking hike. So this one's called Happy Creek Forest Walk and Falls Trail. It's 2.5 miles. I think I'll like this one better. It's really a pretty setting. It should be a fun walk. So we first come to the creek, but check out this moss all over the place. Everybody that reviewed this trail mentioned that it's super steep going up to the falls, and I meant to bring my hiking pole, but I forgot it. So I'm heading back to the car to get it because I really want to go up to the falls, and so I think I better have it. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but this creek just kind of flows through here in an interesting way. So this is just like a garden in through here. With a boardwalk and all. Very pretty. This is what I mean by it being like a garden. Just fun. Well, so far this isn't any steeper than any other trail I've been on, so but we'll see. So I left the Happy Creek a while back, and now we're just going through the woods, and it's so pretty. Very close to the roadside here. So this does get pretty steep up here. Here's the trail up ahead. I'm gonna have to let some people by. Oh, I had to stop and rest. That was a climb. We're still going up after this, but maybe it's a little bit more gentle. Oh, so this is more of a workout than I bargained for, but it's a very nice trail. And so those other people just passed me. At least I'm not out here by myself. And so I'm still resting. The trail going up goes up there. I don't think it's quite as steep. Just a little look at the trail up ahead. Still climbing. So I got to the end of that switchback, and here's the next one. And the next. So I didn't photograph the last few, but here's the next one. I asked for a workout, right? Oh, it's time for another rest, and I'm still looking up. You know, with a name like Happy Creek Falls, how hard could it be, right? That's what I was thinking. Oh. Okay, well this has been fun. Good workout, and I've got to be getting stronger. So, made it up to the stream. Still got a tiny bit further to go. Another section of the stream. Finally coming up to the falls here. Can't really see them too good through the trees. This is Happy Creek Falls. So look how these trees just kind of grew together at the bottom, covered with moss. I think they're two different kinds of trees. I'm headed back down now. That was a beautiful hike and a beautiful destination. So Happy Creek Falls. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about going down some of those places that I came up on the way up. It's gonna be a little tricky. People weren't lying when they said it was steep. So there was a lot of climbing there in a short amount of time. So I probably won't take too many pictures on the way down. I'll let you know how it goes when I get there. Okay, I think I just made it out of the really hard section, and it was slow going because I had to be very careful where I put my feet, but other than that I managed. I just got to finish up the rest of the hike. I made it back to the boardwalk, and it's just gorgeous here, so I stopped to take a water break, and yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this for a little bit. I don't care about my time. This is all about the experience. So here's the view looking up from the boardwalk where I'm sitting. I just looked up and it looked pretty, so I thought I'd take a picture of it for you. So now this is a wide angle view. I didn't know if that would be any prettier or not, so I'm just giving it a try. Also, I just wanted to add that this whole time, I thought that I was in North Cascades National Park, but I've been in Ross Lake National Recreation Area, and all the trails that I've been on have been in the Ross Lake National Recreation Area. And all the hard trails that I wanted to go on that I can't go on are in the national park.